Have you ever watched those movies where everyone just vanishes? Creepy, right? Well, something kind of like that's happening in a few states across the US. People are leaving in droves, leaving behind empty streets and a serious case of the for sale blues. We're talking places that were once booming, like Illinois. Remember that whole land of Lincoln thing? So what's the deal? Is it aliens? Giant robot uprising? Spoiler alert. Again, probably not. In this video, we're gonna crack open the case of the 10 fastest dying states in the USA. We'll figure out why folks are packing their bags, what the impact is, and even if there's any hope for a comeback. Think of it as a real-life mystery with a side of economics. Don't worry, it'll be fun. Hit that like button if you're curious where this exodus is leading us, and let's see what's happening to the American dream. Number 1. West Virginia. Remember those iconic Almost Heaven West Virginia commercials? Lush mountains, friendly folks, picture-perfect small towns. Well, things ain't exactly mountain mama anymore. West Virginia's been hit hard by the decline of the coal industry. Think about it. Mines shutting down, jobs disappearing, and young people heading out for greener pastures, literally, since there's not much green left in a struggling coal town. This exodus is leaving behind a trail of empty storefronts and a shrinking tax base, which means fewer resources for schools, roads, and all that good stuff. But hold on, there might be a flicker of hope yet. West Virginia's gorgeous natural beauty is attracting tourists, and some folks are looking to develop renewable energy sources like wind and solar. Will it be enough to bring back the boom times? We'll have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure. West Virginia's story is a fascinating look at how entire communities can change when the ground beneath them literally shifts. Stay tuned as we explore the other states facing similar challenges and see what lessons we can learn about the future of the American landscape. Number 2. Illinois, land of Lincoln, Chicago deep dish, and wait, what's that sound? Yep, that's the sound of opportunity blowing out of town. Illinois has seen a steady decline in population, and there are a few reasons why. First up, the cost of living. Taxes here are enough to make your wallet cry, and housing prices ain't exactly sunshine and rainbows either. This hefty price tag is pushing people, especially young professionals, to chase their dreams in more budget-friendly pastures. Second, crime rates in some areas, particularly Chicago, are no joke. National news loves to focus on the violence, and that's not exactly a selling point for folks looking to raise a family. Finally, Illinois has a massive pension crisis that's making everyone nervous. The state's struggling to keep up with its promises to retirees, which creates a lot of uncertainty for businesses and residents alike. So, what's the future hold for Illinois? Is it destined to become a ghost town of empty skyscrapers and abandoned cornfields? Not necessarily. Chicago's still a major cultural hub, and there are efforts underway to tackle crime and reform the pension system. But the road to recovery won't be easy. Illinois needs to find a way to make itself a more attractive option for people and businesses, or it might just become another cautionary tale in the story of the American Exodus. Number 3. Mississippi, the birthplace of the blues, the heart of the Delta, and a state facing some serious demographic challenges. While the music might be legendary, the economic opportunities haven't exactly been keeping up. Jobs outside of agriculture are scarce, which means many young, ambitious Mississippians are packing their bags and heading for brighter lights, and hopefully fatter paychecks. This brain drain leaves a gap in the workforce and limits the state's overall economic potential. Beyond job opportunities, Mississippi also struggles with issues of racial disparities and social justice. These factors can make the state a less attractive option for potential residents, especially those from diverse backgrounds. The result? A shrinking tax base, which puts a strain on public services like education and healthcare, especially in rural areas. But here's the thing: Mississippi isn't without its fighting spirit. There are efforts to revitalize the economy by attracting new businesses and investing in workforce development programs. Additionally, there's a growing focus on improving access to quality healthcare, particularly in underserved communities. Whether these initiatives will be enough to reverse the tide of population decline remains to be seen. However, Mississippi's story is a reminder that even the most deeply rooted problems can be addressed with dedication and innovation. Number 4. Connecticut. Connecticut, a state steeped in history, charming towns, and, wait for it, eye-watering living costs. Property taxes and regulations here are enough to make even the most seasoned homeowner wince. This hefty price tag, coupled with a general decline in manufacturing jobs, has pushed many residents, particularly young families and retirees, to seek more affordable pastures. For retirees, Connecticut's rising healthcare costs can be a major turnoff, leading them to relocate to states with lower medical expenses. The result? A shrinking tax base that puts a strain on public services and infrastructure projects. For sale signs seem to be popping up faster than you can say Yankee Doodle, adding to a sense of decline. However, Connecticut isn't giving up without a fight. There's a growing focus on attracting young professionals and entrepreneurs by highlighting the state's strong educational system and vibrant cultural scene. Additionally, efforts are underway to streamline regulations and create a more business-friendly environment. Can Connecticut reverse the exodus and reclaim its economic mojo? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: the stakes are high for this historic state. Number 5. California. California, land of sunshine, Hollywood glamour, and surprisingly high housing costs. Yep, the Golden State isn't exactly gleaming for everyone these days. While California still boasts a booming tech industry and stunning landscapes, affordability woes are driving out some residents, particularly middle-class families. Imagine this: you're a young teacher with a dream of living near the beach. In California, that dream might come with a hefty price tag and a shoebox-sized apartment. This affordability crunch, combined with heavy traffic congestion and the threat of natural disasters, is leading some Californians to question the California dream. But California is not going down without a fight. There's a growing movement to address housing costs through rent control measures and increased development of affordable housing options. Additionally, the state's commitment to renewable energy and environmental protection continues to attract environmentally conscious residents and businesses. Will California be able to maintain its allure while tackling affordability issues? It's a complex challenge, but one that this innovative state is determined to face head-on. California's story serves as a reminder that even the most desirable places need to adapt and evolve to keep their golden glow. Number 6. Louisiana. Louisiana, the birthplace of jazz, home to the mighty Mississippi, and facing a unique demographic challenge. Unlike some other states on this list, Louisiana's population decline isn't solely driven by economic woes. While job opportunities outside of oil and gas can be limited, the state boasts a rich culture, vibrant festivals, and some of the most delicious food on the planet. So what's the problem? Hurricanes. These powerful storms are a constant threat to Louisiana, causing devastating damage and displacing residents. The fear of rebuilding after yet another natural disaster can be a major deterrent for potential newcomers. Additionally, coastal erosion is a growing concern, threatening entire communities and infrastructure. Despite these challenges, Louisiana's spirit remains strong. The state is actively seeking solutions, like investing in hurricane-resistant infrastructure and exploring renewable energy sources to reduce reliance on oil and gas. Additionally, Louisiana's unique cultural identity continues to draw visitors and residents who crave its vibrant energy and one-of-a-kind charm. Can Louisiana weather the storm, both literally and figuratively, and secure a bright future for its people? This is a story we'll be watching closely. Number 7. Alaska. Alaska, land of the midnight sun, majestic glaciers, and shrinking glaciers. This vast, untamed state is experiencing a unique kind of exodus. Young adults, yearning for bustling city life and diverse career options, are leaving in search of brighter lights. This isn't surprising. Alaska's harsh climate and remote location can be isolating, especially for those craving a social scene. But wait a minute, isn't Alaska all about rugged individualism and pioneering spirit? Absolutely. This state attracts a specific type of resident, those who thrive on adventure, self-reliance, and living off the land. However, even the most outdoorsy soul might crave a break from the isolation after a while. Limited job opportunities outside of resource extraction and tourism also contribute to the population decline. So, is Alaska destined to become a ghost town in the frozen tundra? Not necessarily. The state's breathtaking natural beauty continues to draw tourists and adventure seekers. Additionally, there's a growing focus on sustainable development and ecotourism, which could create new job opportunities while protecting the environment. Can Alaska strike a balance between its pioneering spirit and the needs of a modern workforce? This frontier state story is one of adaptation and resilience in the face of a changing world. Number 8. Wyoming. Howdy, partners. Let's mosey on over to Wyoming, a state known for wide open spaces, majestic mountains, and, well, not a whole lot of people these days. Yep, the population in this cowboy haven is saddling up and heading out. But why would anyone leave paradise? First off, partner, paradise ain't cheap. Land and housing costs in Wyoming can be a real buckaroo bronc to your wallet. Second, job opportunities outside of ranching and energy extraction are scarcer than a prairie flower in a blizzard. Young folks with college degrees are looking for more diverse career options that Wyoming just can't wrangle yet. But hold your horses. Wyoming ain't giving up without a fight. This state's got a hidden talent, a tech boom. Yep, you heard right. Tech companies are discovering the advantages of Wyoming's wide open spaces and reliable infrastructure, bringing new jobs and a younger demographic to the state. It's like a digital lasso roping in a whole new herd of opportunity. Can Wyoming become a tech hub without spooking its cowboy charm? That's the million-dollar question, partner. But one thing's for sure, Wyoming's story is a fascinating tale of adaptation and reinvention in a changing world. So stay tuned as we explore the rest of the states on this demographic dust trail. Number 9. Maryland. Maryland. Cradle of democracy, land of delicious blue crabs, and a state with a demographic identity crisis. Wait, what? Here's the deal. Maryland is a tale of two cities, booming Baltimore and bustling DC suburbs. These urban centers are attracting young professionals and families, but what about the rest of the state? Many rural areas in Maryland are experiencing population decline, particularly among young adults. Limited job opportunities and a lack of vibrant social scenes are pushing folks to seek greener pastures, or should we say, more urban jungles. This trend creates a challenge for Maryland. A shrinking middle class constrain public services and limit economic growth. However, the state has some potential solutions on the horizon. Efforts to revitalize rural communities through investments in infrastructure and broadband access could be a game changer. Additionally, Maryland's proximity to DC offers opportunities for collaboration and economic spillover. Can Maryland bridge the gap between its urban hubs and rural areas? Only time will tell, but this state's story is a reminder of the importance of balanced development across all regions. Number 10. New York. New York City. The city that never sleeps, except maybe for a little longer nap these days. Yes, even the Big Apple isn't immune to the population decline phenomenon. While the city still boasts a vibrant culture scene and undeniable allure, some residents are feeling the squeeze. Think of it like this. New York is a pressure cooker of ambition, opportunity, and, oh yeah, rent prices that could make your wallet cry. The high cost of living is pushing some young professionals and families to explore more affordable options. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic caused a temporary exodus, with some folks reevaluating their need to be right in the heart of the urban jungle. But hold on a sec, this ain't a eulogy for New York. The city's got a fighting spirit that's as legendary as its skyscrapers. There's a growing focus on creating more affordable housing options and fostering a tech industry to diversify the economy. New York will always be a magnet for dreamers and doers, so don't expect it to fade into obscurity anytime soon. The story of New York's population decline is more of an adjustment than a full-blown meltdown. Can the city adapt and remain a global powerhouse? That's a chapter yet to be written. But one thing's for sure. New York's story is a fascinating look at how even the most iconic cities evolve over time. So there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour of the 10 fastest dying states in the U.S. These stories are complex, with a mix of economic challenges, social issues, and even the occasional hurricane. But they're also stories of resilience and adaptation. What does this all mean for the future of America? Is the American dream fading for some parts of the country? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations of the ever-changing American landscape. There's a lot more to unpack, so stay tuned.